Well, the first thing was I was a continuing student. I had been going for a long time through independent study and other things, and I finished my bachelor's degree in 2004. And I wanted something that was flexible. That was my main concern. At the time, I was a single parent. I had a little boy, and I needed something that I could still be involved with him and then be able to continue my education above that. And also it was a promise to my sister when I was probably about 25, 26 years old. My sister jokingly said that she would drag me through college and we would graduate together, and she passed away, unfortunately, in 2004. And so that focused me and allowed me to finish my bachelor's and then to enroll in the adult ed master's program. I actually dedicated that degree to her. It was a lot of motivation. And finally, for me, it was the fact that I was always passionate about teaching and learning. I had done that in my professional career, a lot of training and development, and I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So for me, this was the perfect fit to what I wanted to do in my future. I wanted to be VP of Training and Development. I always wanted to be the person behind the scenes that made everything happen and trained everybody. And I also wanted to teach part-time at the college level and the university level. And matter of fact, I've managed to be able to do both of those things. Except instead of VP, I actually started my own business that deals with training and development. So it's a pretty good starting point, and it's been a lot of fun. The Adult Ed Master's Program is majority online. There's only 2 in-person courses, one being participation training and the other active listening, which kind of hinge on that face-to-face interaction. But all of the rest of the courses and the coursework is online. So it definitely allowed me to keep that flexibility through the whole program. And while in the program, I moved from being a single parent to married and having a family, and having a lot more to do with more children. So we've managed to be able to do that and make it work, and got through it.
Were there any challenges or surprises that came with online education?
Not as much for me. I know for some people, online education isn't something that they're particularly fond of trying, but I would say don't be afraid of it, because especially the way IU structures it, you have semester type structure, so you don't have to worry about having, you've got as many days or weeks as you want to do this assignment. No, you still have to have that assignment in by the assigned time. Mm-hmm. For me, it was a great thing because of the fact that I could put the kids to bed and then I could stay up for 3 or 4 hours doing homework. But I know for some people they like that face-to-face interaction. Don't be afraid of online education. Unfortunately, sometimes online education has a stigma attached to it that really, if it's done right, doesn't need to be there. A lot of people think only if you go face-to-face, only if you are in front of an instructor can you learn. Well, the truth is you can learn just as much in a quality online education program. I think the ACE program, the Adult Continuing Education Program, does that. And another thing with this program in specific is, there's a dedication and there's a knowledgeable faculty. These are people who really know what they're doing. They're leaders in the field. Distance isn't an option with an online program because your professor can be in North Carolina. Your professor can be in Florida. They can be in another country. It doesn't matter because they can interact with you in a real-time scenario, whether it's through chat, synchronously, or whether it's through discussion forums. And another thing is that innovative technology piece. It allows you to push the envelope. It allows you to know about things before other people see them. And then you can go in and say, here's a way we can do this and reduce cost. And whether it's in business, higher ed, it doesn't really matter. And it gives you more access to those leaders in the field. So, I mean, for me, the main thing is to realize that online degrees are just as valuable, if done right, as face-to-face degrees.
How's the degree affected you personally and professionally?
Well, a couple of things. I mean, one thing is it did kind of light a fire of entrepreneurship in me to try and do something on my own, which was why my wife and I started this business, which has been pretty successful so far. Also, you know, it inspired me to look at learning in a whole new way and to take it to that next level. You know, using innovative technologies, using online learning blended with face-to-face interaction, things that I hadn't considered before. I mean, my bachelor's degree had been online to a large extent, but when I got into the adult ed program is when I really started to see the technology used and really come to life and make things more interesting and also engage learners on multiple levels. And it also focused me to pursue a doctorate. You know, in discussions with the faculty, especially Dr. Henry Merrill, he really pushed me to do what was right for me. He told me, you know, a doctorate isn't easy. It isn't something that you want to do unless you're 100% committed to it. But through our discussions, he helped me decide on a program, which happened to be Indiana Wesleyan, and it's going real well. I've actually started on my dissertation, and we're moving in the right direction.
Good.
And personally, on top of that, I just wanted to show my kids that anything's possible. If you have the desire and you have the commitment and the drive and you want to make it happen, you can do that in this world. What I would tell anyone who's looking at whether it's finishing their bachelor's, moving to their master's, or going for a doctorate is to follow their own dreams, their own path, their own goal. You know, set that, get that in there. It doesn't matter whether it's a face-to-face curriculum. It doesn't matter whether it's online. You know what's best for you, and you need to follow that.